Yo, Larry Lots back in the spot again. What's going on, YouTube? Um, yeah, man. Today, today was actually a great day. It was a mixed day, actually. It was a great day in some aspects, some other aspects, and in one aspect for real. If y'all watched the video yesterday or last night, really, last night, yesterday, if y'all watched the video from August 3rd, since it's late night right now, and I'm always been getting home late. If you watch the video from August 3rd, then you know that I lost on the Asian session on one of the accounts, and I was getting cooked. And I said I was gonna be done with that account for the night, but then I was done for the night. But then when the New York session hit, pre-New York London session, I was like, these trades are looking good. So lo and behold, took some trades, didn't work out for me. And the thing was, it wasn't really the trade because you can see prices going up. It doesn't look like the position tools are losing. Like even down to this trade right here, you see that little bit of space between here and the bottom of the position tool. So um, it really was execution, a matter of getting a good entry and then also how much I'm risking. And that's one of my bad habits. Like if I'm trying to get close to the exact risk, but the entry or the candle that is my entry doesn't get close to where I wanted to enter, like I'll still take the same amount of contracts sometimes instead of readjusting to have lower risk, which would have saved me in a situation like this. So to start off, on one of the accounts, I hit the daily loss. I lost that trade basically. We go to the P now. 700 from Asian, and I lost 300 from New York session. And you can see this is my biggest outlier. 8 trades, my largest red day. Every other day, one. Let's go back. Make sure I'm not fabricating. 4 trades, 8 trades is can't be doing that. So look, one trade, one trade, one trade, one trade, one trade. In the long run, even with the way it's working out like that, I was being profitable. I took multiple trades on Asia yesterday. That's cool. That's calm. I usually like to see if I can get adjusted on it. The reason I lost those trades was because I took a loss on the buys. I switched to the sells, and that's what cooked me. 6 my buys. It would have been 2 or 3 trades, and it would have ended up green. I would have had more drawdown for the day. But all that to say, I have a trade right now because I started copying. I'm in a trade. I'm gonna break it down after. I was in it originally, but then I started copying trading my 2 Asian session accounts, and so it closed the position I was in, and I had to re-enter the position once as like a group account, and I looked at even worse entry, but that's besides the point. If you notice, I have 3 fundeds now. 3, that's a great number. I have 3 fundeds now. I passed 2 of them during New York, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think actually. Oh, hey, I know exactly how. One account I was trading with my funded. One account I was trading with. Yeah, one account was my funded, and one account I was trading with my funded. And then I had the other account that I also traded during Asian in London, and I had one on that trade. I had one on that account last night. So I said, I'm done. I'm not trading anymore. But as it so happened, not that one, not this one. I don't even know. Oh yeah, as it so happened, this account, I accidentally got into the trade I wanted on my funded on this account, and it was a worse entry than I wanted. So when it came back down to my funded, and it was at the right entry, I was able to enter on my funded with the account that's following it, and on this account because I was already in the trade, and I'm like, I'm gonna just hold the trade since I already entered in it. I had accepted the risk, so it was a legitimate trade. Ended up getting. Well, I needed 700 to pass on this one. 700 to pass on this. $900 a day on my funded. But then I lost some. I'm gonna break it down to you. That's why I said it was good in aspects. Hit the daily, lost some on account. Passed 2 accounts. I closed. I was gonna hold it higher, but then it started playing around right to where TP was, and I was like, if I take profit at where I had to take profit, I'll pass an account and I'll have $900 a day. So I passed it, got a funded, then I activated the same day, then I lost on the funded on the first day, man. That's literally the first funded curse. But anyways, I'm rapping right now. Let me show you the trade for the day. So Trade that was happening earlier was this trade. I took a buy, and I was kind of hesitant that this move wasn't the move. So when it did it, I kind of hesitated. This move right here, I drew it out right here, but price right here, making the two highs, making a major low, and then when price broke above it, that's what this blue line is for. I was supposed to get in. I hesitated, or else my stop loss would have been out here. I would have been golden. I hesitated, so I waited for the second continuation pattern. When price did it right here, I just delete this so it's not in the way. Price made a high, made another low, double bottom, broke above here and here, and retested. So I used this area and this right here, the candles that started to move as a stop loss. Stop loss was 71.5, I think. Price came to 73.50. Now, granted, I had 300 drawdown left. I entered 3 micros on this. I'm not sure. I entered 3 or 4 micros on it. I think 4 micros. And you saw it just said 26. Plus, I had a worse entry. This candle that shot up to let me get in, I really had like 30 something entry. So 30 something times 2, 60. And 60 times 4. Still not a, I think I was in on 5 contracts. I was in on 5 contracts because I originally thought it was going to be exactly 300. Instead of getting a 25 point, no, instead of getting a 30 point stop, I ended up getting like a 38 point stop, whatever. So clearly, if it goes too much in drawdown, it's going to breach the daily loss limit. That's exactly what happened. So that's the trade right there. Oh yeah, this is it right here. I don't even know I had all this picture. Move up, down, lower, lower, big push candle. And when this candle closed, I kind of got in like right here. Let me see. We had the down, down, break above, and then this candle got tapped too. But I ain't gonna lie, I was a little hesitant. We had 2 lows. We had 3 lows really. So I could have gotten like around here, 34. I was a little hesitant. This candle was so big, I ended up getting like a worse entry. I didn't wait for this retest right here. Price stopped me out. It is what it is. I was done on that account. Came back to the real session. We came back to during New York. That's why I really came to shine. Man, let me tell you. First, I was in the trade. I got it. Making lower lows, break above. I'm looking for a continuation to the upside. I had price levels marked out. This black line, red line. Clearly, we just broke through everything, so it didn't even matter. But I had price marked out. We broke above. We retested. I got in. I got in when price was like up here. Let me see. 100. Yeah, that's the one I didn't use because it was too much. So 40. Let's round up 45, 90, 90, 180, 270. So I'm risking 270 on this, which is all right. But then I was on the wrong account. Price on the Evals, I'm risking, mind you, like closer to 400. On the funded, I'm risking 250 or less. So price came on the New York session funded, by the way. Asian session I'm in a trade right now, I'm risking like 300. That's because the Asian session account. I really want to risk close to 400, but I'll go around 350. Not trying to rush it, but I'm kind of being a little bit riskier with the risk because it's a whole completely different session and it's extra accounts. So, and that's how I passed them. So, price came here. It gave me an opportunity to get a better entry on the funded. Instead of risking 270 like I was on the eval, I was risking 199. So, price gave a second entry right here. Let me delete this so it's not in the way. Price gave another continuation model. Price pushed up. It broke. Well, first of all, price is making lower lows. Then price broke above both of those. And then retested. So right when it closed above here to the T, I said, yeah, I gotta get in here. I gotta get in. It's making lower lows, breaks above, retest. It has to go up. Man, I had a limit right here, set at the bottom of this, 514. Price came to 523, trying to stop me out. I'm pretty sure I got in. Let me see. Pretty sure I got like right here. Use this as the lows. I only added one contract though. I said bet 630 times 2 is 60, extra 60. That'll put me at like 260, 270 risk on the funded. And on the eval, I was already risking 270, so that put me closer to 350. I'm like, yeah, I could take that. Bro, I took this trade for 1 to 3.8. I took this trade for 1 to 3.8. That's 4.6. That's not accurate. All right, there we go. So that's what it was. I took this for 1 to 3.8. Made 900, passed 2 accounts at the same time, and then I had a $900 down to fund it. But after the new session came, I kind of got a little greedy, and I was just so eager. I had just activated the funded, so I'm like, yeah, nah, we're gonna get a win, yada yada. Ended up taking a loss, so that happened. But the first trade was here. Price, mind you, and this is why it's important to look at the higher time frames. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy higher. The 5 minute and the 1 minute make a big difference. Price is making moves like this, right? Big leg, retrace, big leg. I need price to break this for it to really be valid again. Price comes down, price is retracing. Mind you, all of this movement where price is starting to break itself again to the upside, none of these have broken the actual true high that just got made right here, right? So I'm looking at that, but I'm thinking like, nah, we can get a continuation up. So mind you, right here, we get price pushing up, moving up, then it starts to come down. It's up, down, up candle. This bearish candle closes below, and this price right here pushes above. So let me do my bad. I got it like right here or something like that. Stop loss right here. I'm using a tight stop loss. I'm trying to take it all the way to the highs or even to like my alerts. Tight stop loss. Got cooked. Now if I look at the bigger picture though, mind you, this is a continuation pattern that I've shown here on a recap and on a live stream. If price makes 2 levels and they're untested, the one below is untested, price drops below the first higher low and it gives a reversal pattern, aka double bottom, and retests itself, we're going back up if that's the direction we're in. What is this? 2 levels, price closes below the higher low, makes the double bottom, retests itself. I could have gotten here, this would have been a worse entry, and then we're going back up. My stop loss would be down here. If I even waited further, after I took this first loss, I knew price was going to be coming down lower. I had more reasons to get in. One, it did this, it made a double bottom. This double bottom had to get retested. It kind of got retested here, so I would have only experienced a little bit of drawdown. But also, when price did finally go lower, we had a change of character here. This is what got broken. I draw the line. It's a rough drawing, but price moved above and closed above here. That's a change of character. Then, after it finally broke up, it retested. Retest, we use this whole thing, stop loss, and we take it to our targets. My target was, I don't quite remember actually, but I was hesitant on taking that trade. So then what I did, I was waiting for more confirmation for price to go up. I took this trade right here. Same thing. See the high of this candle and the close of this body, price made a high, retrace below it, make this pattern. Really, it made this pattern and it also made this. 2 levels higher, big sharp move down, sharp move up, boom. I got in. Ideal entry would be to get in right here. And then I take it for 1 to 1.5. Easily hit, easily hit, easily hit, easily hit. The 1 to 1.5 is right here. I'm pretty sure I was in the gym. That's another thing. I was not focused. I was in the gym taking this trade. And I forced the other trade, right? I was supposed to go to the gym. So I tried to force the first trade so I could be in the trade already before I left my setup and was in the gym. All right, that's cool. Then I was in the gym. This candle formed and closed above. That's enough for entry. I didn't get in until this candle right here. You see the disparity? 20 something to almost double. So now we're 1 to 1.5. All the way at like 988. So I got an even worse entry than that. 988 was 1 to 1.5 earlier. Or 980 something, right? Price is in good profit, retrace. Price goes into profit, retest the same level it just did, goes into even higher profit. And that's also why I was kind of confident it would work, because when it retraced again, I'm like, it made a breaker structure. It's going to retest and go higher. I just got absolutely cooked. So I took 2 losses on the day for no reason. And that's why I'm unfunded. I'm down 479 on the day because those are the first 2 trades I took on that account. The first trade is about to lose like $201. I closed it at 188 because I realized like, yeah, that forced it, but it wasn't the best trade. The second one I just held the stop loss because I mean that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't really like to touch my trades. That's the best strategy for me. If I'm in a break and retest strategy and I get a double top or bottom in opposition to the direction, I'll either move to break even or close automatically. But for the most part, I like my trade to hit take profit or stop loss. It just makes it simple, less things I have to think about. And when I start thinking too much about how to manipulate the trade, that's when I start to make even worse decisions than I need to. Now, let's fast forward to real time events because I'm in a trade right now, and I would like to show it to you guys. I'm gonna go to the 15-minute because this is really where I enter that. All right, we have price made new highs at some point during the day, right? If we go to the hourly, there's not really anywhere for us to retrace, right? Price would have to retrace all the way to zone 1 down here, or zone 2 down there, or do something down here. But with the current state of price at the moment, I realized, all right, it's going to be up to the 15-minute to show me that we're actually ready to continue going towards the upside. Boom. Price made some 15-minute highs, had a retracement. Below these retracements, which one is testing new, I guess, liquidity, but really gaps as well, I waited for a 15-minute reversal pattern. Let's draw it out. Down, double bottom, another bearish move, another bullish move. It didn't close above this wick until here. And after the bullish move, closed above and retested, just right here, I then was able to look for a 5-minute reversal pattern to show me that we're really pushing towards the upside. I went down to the 5-minute. Price is confirmed to have tested this up here. Now we have a bearish move here, a bullish move here, a bearish move here, and a bullish move here. And this candle closed above this. Now, I was on the way to the store when I'm looking at this. So this tap in this zone exactly, I don't even think y'all seen how precise that is. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Price with the wick testing that bullish candle to complete the double bottom, very precise, is where I would have got in. I would have got in instantly because I'm not even taking no chances. I'm using a whole stop loss this time. I don't care how many minimal contracts I can use. 83, let's round up to 85. 85 times 2, then times 2 again. I'm using 2 contracts, right? 170 per risk. I don't even think that's my entry. But even if it was 170 per risk times 2, that's 340. That's perfect. That's within the 350 and below. It's actually below 400, but it's in the 350 parameter that I like to set for myself. So boom, I'm using that, and I'm targeting the highs of the recent structures. It's at least a 1-to-1 perfect trade for me. Come down to the 5-minute, did the pattern. I got in like right here. All right, boom. And I'm just taking it. Now, I'm not sure if I want to take it to 939 to partially the first leg. I'm definitely not taking it to highs. It might hit, but I think I'm going to take it to like 935, 938 for right now. And I'll show you the trade I'm actually in. I'm still copy trading because one is an eval. I want to pass it, and I need to make up. Well, I'm $1,000 in the hole in drawdown, so I need to slowly work my way back up to the buffer, which is 2,000, and then make another 1,000 on top of that to pass. But the good news is that I have a funded account. So if I make back that $1,900 during Asian, I made $1,900 on a funded. So it's like, yes, no, take it slow, but I'm gonna just go with the flow. Basically, that was the bar. Anyways, yeah, let me show you. I'm actually in this trade. Got my parameters set. Still kept my wrap. This is Asian session. I don't expect to hit anytime soon. I expect to hit stop loss anytime, so I'm not playing 385. The risk is not the greatest. In this case, it's not a one-to-one. But like I told you in the beginning, I wasn't copy trading these accounts. So I entered the trade. Not only did I not get the not ideal entry, you see, plus 2 at 838. I ended up copy trading these accounts. I had to enter them two individually because I had my New York accounts copy traded. But then I copy traded these accounts. I didn't know. I know if you separate them, it'll close it. I didn't know if I added them together, it would also close the trade. I figured it wouldn't since it's the same exact trade at the end. But I guess it makes sense since they have different entries. So I put them together to copy trade. Then it closed the account. And then I had to re-enter the account. So you can see the difference here. Plus 2 at 838. Closed it at 849. Then I had to add it back at 853. So that's about 4 points difference. 4 times 2 times 2. That's like 16. 16 difference if you subtract it from the stop loss. It's 69. And you add it here. It's 357. Then you add the 39. The R to R is just basically exactly 1-to-1, a little bit above that. So, like I said, I really like to take trades if it's 1-to-1, and I didn't even have the best entry. So that's mind you that. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened today. That's the recap. A lot of stuff happened. I'm in a trade right now in Asian. I'm off tomorrow, Wednesday, so we'll be live streaming if you see this video. 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna be on there. Might be a loading screen. I don't really start looking at the markets for trades till 9:40, but I'm gonna be on, even if I'm just doing markups. So feel free to watch. Feel free to tune in. If not today, just set the alert. Whenever I live stream in the future, you get that notification. And yeah, hopefully this trade plays out. Like, I'm not really rushing it. Like, obviously, I don't want to lose. But if I win, that's a win and I'm funded. I get some drawdown back. And I'm about to just eat some food and chill, man. Watch some anime. I can't even lie. Maybe play some chess. Call it a day. So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Catch on the flip side. Oh, I do have some word for y'all. Gonna read y'all the word. Think I'm gonna do it maybe at the end of the week. I really could incorporate every day. I want to get make sure I get the right verses for y'all. Even though any word of the day is good for y'all, even if it's just a daily Bible word, which might as well just read you what the verse says. And perfect time. We got 7 minutes left. All right. Verse of the day. Ooh. And it's TPT too. That's the not take forever trader, the Passion Translation. But look, this is James 3, verse 13. If you consider yourself to be wise and one who understands the way of God, advertise it with a beautiful, fruitful life, guided by wisdom's gentleness. And true wisdom is the fear of the Lord. But that aside, never brag or boast about what you've done, and you'll prove that you are truly wise. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Peace.